Hello nerds and welcome back once again to Nerd or Die. Today I'm taking a look at Neca Predator's Series 13 Enforcer Predator. First up, as always, we're going to take a quick look here at the packaging. As you can see, this is NECA's standard blister card packaging. As always with NECA, they have a neat little silhouette here of one of the Predators from the line. This, I believe, is the Elder Predator because of that eyebrow piercing. You get to see a really clear representation of what this figure is going to look like and all of his accessories, and this neat little anime artwork down there at the bottom with the name of the Predator in the line it is from. Taking a look here at the back of the box, you can see some nice little anime artwork at the top there. I believe this is from the Dark Horse comic line. As you can see, they have the logo back there. So maybe that is where this Predator is from. I suppose I should have done my homework first. I apologize for that. There is the bio, if you'd like to pause and read that now. And also, they normally give product placement and show you the rest of the figures that are available in this line. Alright, and without any further ado, we're going to rip him out of this package and see how badass the Enforcer Predator actually is. Alright nerds, and here is the Enforcer Predator out of his packaging. Overall, I think it's a pretty good looking figure. Of course, the body sculpt and armor sculpting is standard Predator fare. I believe that's either the P1 or P2 body, and the armor is pretty much the same either way, I think. I'm still liking it. The paint scheme on the body I really like. So yeah, the paint on the body, I like the purple that they used. You can see that it's not your regular kind of Predator body paint app. It's got some black wash inside the purples to give it depth. Yeah, I really like that. And it's I don't know, it kind of almost has like a digital look to it, I guess you could say. You know, like how some of their NES figures look. This one coming from a comic, I think they intentionally put some extra color in there. You know, they made the brights brighter, and then they made this like digital paint scheme. I don't know. I really like the paint apps on the body, that's for sure. The armor is just kind of, just kind of a bland, really shiny silver. It almost looks like somebody was, painting one of their toys custom and just used some, I don't know, cheap silver or metallic paint. Not a big fan of how they painted the armor on this guy. But whatever. I mean, I could have, that's been happening all night. I don't know, I guess I could have used like a black wash in here to kind of give this some depth. But I mean, whatever. I think I'm just kind of nitpicking because it's a good figure. What I really like is the Predator mask. Does he look familiar to you guys? Tonight I dine on turtle soup. That was a terrible Shredder impression, but you guys got the hint. That is definitely Master Shredder mask, but I don't know, I really like it. I've never seen anything like that on a Predator before. And I did not read this comic series from Dark Horse, so I'm not familiar with the Enforcer Predator, but I really, really like the mask, and I like the paint. He's got that Z there on his chest, like he does on his helmet. They also put some coloration here into the dreads. And I like this nice soft rubber that they're using for the dreads now. Well, they've been using them for a while, but I don't usually touch on them in my other videos. And you can see that there's some nice like reddish browns in there. I really like the coloring that they did on the dreads and the purples and blacks in the body. But that's about it. Not a fan of how they painted the armor, or the fact that it's still the same armor that we've been getting on the rest of our Predator figures. All right, we're going to take a quick look now at articulation. Starting up here with his head. His head can look up. Not really that much. That's about as far as it goes. And he can look down a good amount. His head can turn right and left, and if you can get the hair over everything, it can do 360 spin. But the hair will hinder that. And then it does pivot left to right. So ball joint for the head, full range of movement. The arms go back and forth and in and out about that far. It's a really kind of a tough joint here for that, and the armor being glued on does hinder that. He's got a hinge joint at the elbow, and he also swivels at the elbow, and the wrists are on a ball joint. Cut joint for the waist. He can turn 360, no ab crunch. The legs move in and out and back and forth. There's also a swivel here at the top of the leg. This one I had to hit with a blow dryer. It was really stiff, and it was stiff on my Viper Predator also. So I don't know if that's just kind of a new thing they're having or if that's a coincidence. I'm not sure. So just be careful. I had to hit that with a blow dryer. Okay, double jointed knee, and the feet move left and right. No real pivot, and they don't move a lot up and down, but you can get some movement. Now we're going to take a look at the accessories. The accessories are pretty standard fare for this figure. You get most of these, if not all of these, with every other Predator figure. So you guys know if you're collecting NECA Predators at this point in the game, you know what you're getting. So first up is their plasma caster. Pretty good movement. The top of the gun is on a ball joint. And the hinge right here, mine is really stuck. And I busted mine for the Viper Predator, so I'm not going to force it. Just maybe I'll hit it with a blow dryer later, or he'll be, he'll wear it just like that, because I'm not going to mess with it and end up trying to break another one. Next up, you get their extended spear. This is the exact same spear that you get when you get their spears, except some of them come closed. This one came open, and mine got bent in the packaging, so maybe straighten it out with a blow dryer, but these things are really brittle, and I don't want to break it. So he might just be holding it curved. I don't really care at this point. I do like the coloring on this one, however. Let's get it up close here. There we go. Yeah, I really like all the dark wash that they put in there to kind of give it depth. And it's not an over-the-top silver like the rest of his armor, and they got a lot of dirt and grime in there showing its age. So I really like the coloring on this. I wish that they would have done the same coloring here for his armor. Next up, you get an additional Predator hand made to hold the stick. So as you can see, that goes nice in there. And last but not least, his throwing disc. Same coloring as his armor. Here's just kind of a quick posing option using all of his accessories. He does look pretty badass. I mean, that's for sure. And now finally on to size comparison. The Enforcer Predator is standing right next to Big Red and the City Hunter. and he stacks up quite nicely. About I think it's 7.5 inches. So he's right in line with the rest of the predators from NECA's Predator series. All right, nerds, that is going to do it for me. Thank you as always for joining me here at Nerd or Die today. Remember, if you like me, my videos, or what I have to say, please give that big old yellow subscribe button a click and help Nerd or Die grow. Guys, Nerd or Die has a Facebook and a Twitter. The links to both of those will be in the description below. And if you want more badass toy reviews like this, stay tuned, stay subscribed, and most of all, stay nerdy. Thanks, guys. Later.